We're now going to wind down for our March breakfast meeting. Thank you, Jitwan, Denise, May, Senator Nicholson, and Sue for spending time with us this morning. Speaking of Senator Nicholson, on a personal note, he's the type of individual that just by being in the same room with him makes you want to be a better person. I get the impression that he's even more influential in Greenwood County now outside of an elected position, and we thank him for his decades of service and for his unceasing support for the Greenwood County Democratic Party. Last year, we were thrilled to partner with Senator Nicholson during his campaign and hold the famous Floyd's Fish Fry fundraiser. Because of the pandemic, it almost didn't happen. Well, the executive committee met a few weeks ago, and a motion was made and passed to carry on the name Floyd's Fish Fry and adopt it as the name of our annual spring-summer fundraising picnic, what we used to call the Fish and Dogs fundraiser. The name Floyd Nicholson will not soon be forgotten, and the Greenwood Democratic Party will work to ensure that it never is. Volunteers are the lifeblood of a successful movement, and we want to take a minute to honor an individual who has been active for many, many years and continues to do work behind the scenes, seeking no glory or attention whatsoever. This month's honoree accepted a rather somber task for me last summer. We use a database called Vote Builder to generate mailing and calling lists, to pull addresses from in order to do canvassing or hand out literature, etc. The task I assigned to this individual was to monitor the obituary section of our paper daily and mark those as deceased in our database so that we don't put our volunteers in an awkward position of calling on or visiting the houses of those who recently passed. Not only that, this month's honoree also chaired the committee to host a very successful Carnell Drummond dinner a few years back and has been involved in countless voter registration drives. She's a grandmother, although you would never know it by looking at her. If you haven't guessed it by now, I am referring to and thanking Mrs. Judith Thompson. In addition to a certificate of appreciation, Judith will also receive an official National Democratic Party tote bag. Thank you so much, Judith, for all you've done for us. As far as activities coming up, we've got a March Community Care Movement activity that is being planned, voter registration drives, a representative town hall that we'll be hosting with the Young Democrats, and other activities. This Monday, I'll be hosting a Zoom office hour from 6 to 7, where you can pop in and openly ask questions or share ideas and concerns. We'll be meeting again in person pretty soon, I think. The Biden administration announced that there should be enough vaccine for all Americans by May, so we could be holding our breakfast meetings in person as early as June. But please stay informed by subscribing to and reading our email newsletter, which goes out about once a week. Please check your spam folders if you think you're already subscribed and not seeing them. Also, we try to keep everyone updated on various platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Please follow us if you want to stay up to date. Just do a search on Greenwood County Democrats. In the meantime, we still have our basic needs, and although we don't do pass the hat anymore, we still need funding so that we can pursue things like printing a Welcome to Greenwood County Democratic Party brochure, which indeed is underway. or provide food at events, or purchase advertising, or pay rent for an office, etc. You can write a check to the Greenwood County Democratic Party and send it to our P.O. box. Just look at the bottom of any of our email newsletters or on our website. Or you can donate with a credit card to our ActBlue account, which is also available on our website. We've had some very generous donors in the past month, and I take it as my sacred duty to utilize that money wisely and effectively. And with that, we will conclude the formal portion of this month's breakfast meeting and open up our lines in our Zoom room and allow you to have a chance to say a few words. Thank you very much.